everyone, I'm Anushka. Welcome back to your 30-day summer shred challenge. For day 21, we have a easy stretch and restore class. So go ahead and just meet me onto your mat. We'll start off into our tabletop position. You won't need anything today. We're just going to loosen up our bodies together. We'll start off by rolling out our wrists in one direction. And then we'll roll them in the other direction as well. Just loosening up the joints. And you can start adding the ankles here as well. And then go ahead and bring the knees about mat-width distance apart. We'll come into our child's pose, stretching out our shoulders here. And then we'll lift back up in towards our tabletop. Stretch back in towards your child's pose. And we'll lift all the way back up. Nice. Just rock back and forth for a few. Really making sure you're getting that nice stretch in your shoulder blades here, in your lower back. And we'll go for two more. Reach it back. And in. And we have one last one. And reach it forward. So good. From here, go ahead and meet me back into your child's pose. We'll go ahead and bring this right arm over our left wrist and just stretch out this left hand side. And then on your breath, we'll go ahead and lift left arm over your right wrist and just stretch out this right hand side here. Nice. Go ahead and come all the way back up. We'll bring the knees back in towards our chest and we'll take some cat and cows here. So we lift the head all the way up, curving your spine. And then on your exhale, pulling the belly button in. Inhale as we lift all the way up. Exhale as we come in. We have two more here. We lift all the way up, squeeze. And in. And we have one last one. And in. Nice. All right, go ahead and move these arms a little farther away from you. We'll tuck our toes in, step right in towards our downward facing dog, finding your first pedal of the feet here, keeping your chin out of your chest. And then we'll take three-legged dog. We just lift this right leg all the way up behind us and we tap it back in towards our downward facing dog. Find a little pulse and then we lift this right leg all the way up, stretch and tap it back. Second pulse here and you have one more. We lift all the way up, stretch, and this time we bend this right knee in. Open it up towards the right side of the room, opening up your hips here. And then we'll go ahead and bring this right knee in towards our chest and come into our pigeon pose here. So right foot is going to come right in front, bend towards the side. Left leg can come all the way down onto the ground. If this is a little bit tighter for you, no worries at all. You don't have to square out this front leg. You can just keep it in tucked. But try your best to see how far you can get this right toe. All right, from here, we'll just go ahead and bring our elbows right in, finding a little sway side to side with your right glute, taking it easy here. Make sure that we keep breathing and just rolling out this right hip flexor. In and out. So strong. You have two more here. and roll. And we have one last one, and roll it in. All right, this time we lift up with the palms. And if you would like, you can stay down in your pigeon. If you would like, go ahead and lift up this left toe, and we can reach, meeting your heel, meeting your toe, just getting a little extra stretch here in your left quads. Totally up to you here, depending on how flexible you feel today. Maybe one side goes a little tighter than the other. All right, from here, on your last little stretch, we'll drop it back down and just go ahead and place this right arm over to your side, and we'll open up the hips here on the right hand side just a little bit more. Staying tall here, coming onto your fingertips, chest is up. And we can come back down. All right. Once you find that little roll, go ahead and tuck your left toe in, and we'll step right back in towards our downward facing dog, rolling out our calves once again, keeping the chin out of your chest. And let's take three-legged dog on your left-hand side. Left leg goes all the way up behind you. Squeeze, and we tap it back, finding that little pulse for 2 and for 1. All right, we lift this left leg back into your three-legged dog and drop it back down. Pulse and pulse. So good. And we have one last one here, really stretching this left leg high. And we bring it back. Pulse out the calves here. Okay, on your last one here, we lift this left leg all the way up. We bend this left knee, we open the hip up over to the left-hand side, finding that stretch. And then we bring this knee in and come right in towards your pigeon pose here on the left-hand side. So you're on your left knee here. Left glute is getting this stretch, right leg is extended behind you, and just come down onto your elbows. Finding a nice little sway side to side, rolling out the left hip. Keeping your breath here, maybe you want to go all the way down. You can totally go all the way down, getting your forehead down towards the mat. It's all up to you and how tight you feel today. And then on your last little sway, you can come up onto your palms, and we'll go ahead and grab our right heel here. So right heel comes in. If you want to find this variation, finding that nice little stretch of your right quad here as well. Taking it slow, taking it easy. And then we drop this right heel down, right palm comes forward, and we bring this left palm over to our side. And we just find this stretch here of our left glute, left hip, and we squeeze. And then on your last breath, go ahead and come all the way back down, finding your sway one more time here, loosening up your left hamstring and your glute. And then we'll go ahead and step right back in towards our downward facing dog once again, loosening up our calves here. All right, from here, go ahead and plant the toes down, bring them about mat width distance apart, bending the knees, and we slowly trail our fingers back in towards a sitting position here. You're going to come into a little squat here. So go ahead and come into your squat. I'm going to come facing you. You're in a squat at the corner of your mat, and we'll just take a few sways side to side. One here and one over there. Good. Roll and roll. You're on your toes. Nice. Let's go ahead and come onto our left foot, and we just extend this right leg all the way out, and just find a little nice stretch up your inner thighs. Maybe both palms can come down, and then we'll trail these palms in, shifting the weight over to your right toe, and then stretching out this left leg. All right, we'll trail it in towards the left, and then we'll bring it back towards the right. We'll do 4 like this, so 2 more on each side. And in. You can totally just stay in your squat here if you have sensitive knees or joints here as well. And give me 2 more, reach it out. And 1 more here. And in. All right, we're back into our squat, back behind the mat in your squat, and then we'll slowly just lift all the way up here. So go ahead and come at the very end of your mat. We'll raise our arms all the way back up, big deep breath. Inhale as you come onto your tippy toes, and then we find an exhale as we come all the way back down. Inhale as you come onto your tippy toes, exhale as you come down. Using your arms here to guide your breath. And in, we lift up, squeeze, and in. We have 4 like this. Reach, making yourself super tall here. And for 3 more. Nice. We have last 2. And in. And you have 1 last one, reach, and in. All right, from here, we'll slowly trail all the way down to our toes, pressing our palms down onto the ground, and then we'll trail all the way up. Arms come up into our breath, and we come back down. You can bend your knees for this one, squeeze, and we roll it all the way back up. All right, we slowly find a little less of a bend in the knees each time. So we're trying here to find that little reach for your toes with a minimal bend in your knee. It's totally okay if this feels really tight. Don't push it, just take it slow. Slowly bringing it down, finding that slight bend, and we raise it up. All right, from here, on your 1 last one, we roll it back down, and let's come into a little half bend. Arms can come right by your elbows, and we'll just take some sways side to side, keeping the knees bent here. Letting your head hang low, hang loose. And then you have last 4 here. And in, we have 3, last 2, nice, and you have 1 last one. All right, I was getting me sleepy right there. Okay, from here, go ahead and come all the way back up into standing, and we'll start off with our right leg. Right leg is gonna go forward. We just step forward with this right leg, not too far, but enough where you can bend this right knee. We'll trail our fingers down as you extend the right knee in, reaching for your fingertips, and then we trail it up as you bend this knee forward. Bring it in as you come down, trail as you bend. Nice, so we're just getting the hamstrings here, rolling it down, and lifting it up. We have 4 like this, squeeze, and reach. You can also bring those legs a little farther away from you if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. Nice. And we have 1 more here. And in. So good. All right, go ahead and bring the palms all the way down. Maybe you bring this left knee down as well. And we step this right foot a little bit in front of us. Palms can come all the way down. This time, we'll just take a nice little extension of our right arm over to the side. We open up here. Maybe you roll out the wrists, And then we come back down and we'll come into our half split here. So just what we did at the very top, except now we have this left knee bent. And we bring it forward a little bit, squeeze, and then we come all the way back. Should be a little bit easier to reach those toes here. Nice. We have 3 more. You have last 2. And in, finding that stretch, and one last one. And find that stretch. All right, go ahead and step this right foot back in towards your left. Tucking the toes in, palms come down, and we just step back up into a standing position. All right, from here, we'll go ahead and start with our left leg forward. Left leg comes up right in front, finding that little spot depending on how tall your legs are. And then we just extend this left leg out, reaching for your toes or for your shins. And then we bend this left knee forward and find your extension. So good. In and out. And out. Nice. We just reach it down. You have 3 like this. And last 2. Nice. And we have 1 more here. Reach it in and down. So good. All right, palms can come down. You can go ahead and bring this right knee. Left foot comes a little bit forward. You have some space here. Both palms are down. This time, right palm stays, and we lift up with the left, opening up your chest, and then finding a little moving of the wrist. And go ahead and drop this left wrist all the way down. We'll come into our half split onto your left hand side, reaching for your toes, finding this nice hamstring stretch, and we bring the knee forward and we get this right hip flexor here. Big deep breath, and all the way in and out. We have 3 more. Last 2. And 1 more here. And back in. So good. All right, step this left knee in together, and we'll go ahead and just come back in to our tabletop position. From here, we'll lift this right arm all the way up into our thread the needle, all the way up, and then we thread it in towards this left hand side, finding that stretch, and then we lift it all the way up. Nice. Reach. We'll take some movement here and then we'll stay down to fully stretch for 2. And then you have 1 more here. All the way down, finding that little tiny stretch, and we lift. So good. All right, this time on your last one, we bring it down and we can stay down here into our thread the needle for our upper body and move this left arm just a little bit behind your left waist if you would like so. Just to deepen the stretch a little bit. We can hang in here for just a few seconds. And then once you're ready, go ahead and bring this left palm in, and we lift up off of the ground. Arm comes all the way up on the right hand side, and we come back to neutral. Okay, left side this time. We raise it all the way up, reach. Go ahead and thread the needle in, finding that tiny stretch, and then we extend all the way back up, reach, and then we find that little tiny stretch here. So good. Lift it all the way up, reach, and in, And then on your last one, let's raise it up. And we plant this left palm down. Shoulder comes down. We take our right hand and it comes over to our left side. And we just hang in here for a couple of seconds. And then once you feel that nice stretch in your left shoulder, go ahead and bring your right palm all the way back. And we'll lift our left all the way up back to reset. And let's come back down. So good. All right, from here, go ahead and just lie down in prone position. So all the way down onto your stomach. From here, go ahead and bring those arms right in front of you. And we'll lift all the way up. So they're gonna go right in front. This time we press those fingertips down on the ground. We lift all the way up. We roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward, and we drop the arms down. We lift up on your breath. Roll the shoulders back, roll them forward, and drop the arms down. You have 4 like this. Roll, and roll, and in. So good. 3 more here. We roll, and down, and then we have 2 more. Roll it back, and in, and give me one last one. Reach, squeeze, and in. Nice. All right. So from here, we'll go ahead and bring these arms right by our side so we can find a little twist. We lift all the way up with these arms. We twist over with our shoulder to our left hand side. And then we come all the way up and we twist over with our shoulder to our right. So trying to get this opposite shoulder down onto the ground, really feeling that little stretch of our upper body and our chest. We lift up, you squeeze, and we press it down. Nice, we lift up, and we press. So good. We have 4 like this, 2 on each side. And we have last 3. Up for 2. And lift, and you have 1 last one, and we lift. So good. All right, go ahead and place your face down. We bring those arms all the way up, interlace those fingers, and we just lift all the way up those arms towards the back. Feeling that nice stretch when you put your face down, and we just stretch it all the way up, or you can come the other direction. And we stretch it in the back. All right, this time you can also keep your head, neck, and shoulders up here as well. Or if you want, you can just stay down. And we reach here for those ankles. And we just lift and we stretch all the way up. Both your arms, both your legs. We'll take 4, you bring it down here. And we lift up, finding your exhale as you lift. If you want, you can get those quads up. Bring it back down. We have 3. Exhale and lift, squeeze. And we have last 2. And you have 1 last one. Reach it up, squeeze, and in. All right. Bringing the legs all the way down. You can take those palms, bring them by your side, and we'll plant them. We'll lift into our child's pose right here. Finding your left child's pose. Taking a few more breaths here. This is where we finish. Maybe you want to recenter for your day here. And on your last breath, we'll go ahead and come all the way back up into your seated position. All right, guys, that was your stretch and restore. Hopefully you feel a little bit looser now, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.